What's going on, everybody? Welcome aboard. My name is Devon. I'm a professional sailor and deck officer in training and the founder of 876 Seafarer. So I've spent a couple of years at sea, navigating rail vessels and leading deck teams and putting theory into motion. And now I'm bringing all of that right here to the simulator. So basically, this is your bridge between theory and real world command. So through this channel, we'll break down real-life scenarios from crash stops, docking, to emergency procedures and tight maneuvers. Hey, whether you're a cadet, working mariner, or just someone passionate about ship handling, this series is designed to sharpen your skills, your instincts, and show you what it really takes to command a vessel virtually and eventually in real life. So if you're ready to level up your skills, learn the logic behind every move, and visualize the decisions real pilots make on the water and captains, then you're in the right place. This is the 876 Seafarer, where theory meets control. Let's get into it. Wow. A very beautiful intro, isn't it? Welcome everybody. I can't, you know, I'm very excited. Let's put it that way. Let's start by saying I'm very excited. This is a goal of mine that I wanted to achieve for a very long time. When I was attending Caribbean Maritime University, and the first time I saw a bridge simulator, I was very excited because I was like, wow, this is basically first-hand experience I can get before going on board actual ships. So that's perfect. And from there and then I said to myself, I think I definitely want my own simulator. And here we are today. We're slowly developing or designing. I don't own the software. The software is built by VSTEP, and they are one of the giants that designed and produces bridge simulators for training facilities, schools, and government officials. And they've been doing a great job. And I've been playing quite a few of their sims, like Ship Simulator Extreme and so forth. And now this is their newest release, I believe 2 years ago. Yeah, it's called NAUTIS Home. So now, you know, they're developing that same professional sim to be able to be used in the comfort of your home, which is amazing. Which gives me the ability, wherever I am at, at sea or in the world, I simply just bring my equipment and I'm ready to stream and create videos. So that's perfect for me, and it also allows me to touch up on my skill sets. And yeah, I mean, this is what I do, is my passion, and I love it. So I'm very grateful that there's something like this I can use to, increase my skills and also showcase to enthusiasts and training upcoming mariners. So yeah, that's something I'm very excited about. So what do we have here? So this is our first episode, and as the title states, we're gonna crash stop a tanker ship. That was a very controversial topic. um why did I choose that topic? I think because of the whole dynamics of what it will take to do such a maneuver, and I've also seen it happen firsthand in Jamaica before. Um, so basically, the vessel apparently had engine problems, and they had to make a crash stop. And yeah, everything was done safe, obviously. Thankfully, there was nothing that happened, but the vessel was, you know, doing its thing, going through the channel, and lost propulsion. And yeah, you gotta make quick decisions. But the thing about tanker ships is, and comparing it to cars as well, it's you don't stop a ship by just clicking the brakes, you know. So these are so I'm explaining this for persons who have no maritime background or understanding. You don't just stop a ship, right? Especially a tanker ship. A tanker ship will take you up to 8 football field lengths to stop, to come to a complete stop, right? And because of that, you have to be 10 times more um predictive in your move. Like, you got to be 10 step ahead in terms of your decisions that you're making when you're sailing ships like this of this size, right? So in this scenario of crash stopping, you know, I'm gonna basically show there's 3 ways in which we'll be going about doing this. So for a crash stop, the first way that we'll be doing this, but before I get into that, so I want you to explain a few things here. So here is our speed indicator. We're doing 8.6 knots. um I'm gonna push the ship until about 12, 12.5, maybe 13 knots. Let's see, I'm gonna put it at sea speed. Let's give it sea speed. Yeah, I want to get it as fast as possible. And once we reach that speed, then I'm gonna simulate a crash stop using the 3 likely methods that you can use. The first one would be to, well, stop the engines, which is putting the telegraph to 0. And then once we put that to 0, then we're gonna go systematically from dead slow astern, slow astern, half astern, and then full astern. And we're gonna watch and see how quickly the speed drops. Then we're gonna reset that, stop the engines, and then we're gonna do the second way of doing our crash stop, which is what we call rotocycle. So rotocycle, basically, I'll go hard to port, which is the left, and then hard to starboard, which is to the right. And that rotocycle, now because of the turning, it reduces the speed as well. So that should help us with our crash stop exercise. And then the third thing, well, you gotta hold the ship in position for sure. And what's the only way? What's a better way to do that than to drop our very helpful friends here, or anchors. So we're gonna do this 3 ways. We're gonna do a full engine stop from full ahead to full astern to reduce the engines. We're gonna do a rotocycle, hard to port, hard to starboard, and to finish off, we're gonna use our anchors. So let's get into it. What do we have now? What do we know? The wind is coming from the north, north relatively, northeast, and it's basically 30 knots. And we have about approximately 200 meters of water below us, which is okay. We're currently at 12.5 knots, so we're getting up there. But we have this land space very close to us. See, very, very shallow as we get closer to that point. So we're currently at 12.8 knots, so we're getting up to 13. Alright. Let's watch this and see how this is gonna work out. Here we have our position in latitude and longitude. We got a date. The time is now 4:39 in the sim. We have no currents. I didn't add any currents. Probably because I didn't want the ship to be slowed down or having to do too many maneuvers to keep it in position. Yeah. And we're doing sea speed, so we're at full ahead. I think instead of systematically going from slow to systematically changing the telegraph, I think I should just go stop the engines, then full stern. Yeah, but let's see. 13.7, so we're almost at 14 knots. Okay, let's push it to 14 knots. Almost there. Alright. We're getting close to land. Will it stop? We don't know. 13.9. Alright, let's go. 10, 9. Oh, there we are. 14 knots. Alright, stop engine. Let's watch the RPM drop. Now let's go full astern. So you see, it takes such a long time for the RPM to come down to 0 to then start the RPMs in the opposite direction. And as you can see, we clearly don't have a lot of space. So what's the next thing? Alright, so in this case now we're getting close to land. So it's right now it's a serious emergency situation, right? No joke. So until the engines start going astern, let's do the next thing. Let's go hard to starboard. At this point, there'll be a lot of things going on right now. The captain is paranoid, probably screaming at the engineers. The engineers probably running like headless chickens right now, trying to find out what is going on. Yeah, but I don't know why this ended up being the first video idea I had, but because I've seen it happen, well, like I wasn't on board, but like I was on the outside watching, and I realized that something was wrong, and then I learned after what was going on, and I was like, okay, remembering that situation, I was like, that would be a cool idea. All right, we're going 11.4, we're going hard to starboard, but we're also going close to land. So we need to deploy, have ready the next best things. Let's have our anchors ready. We're now in 38 meters of water, so that's even something that we have to monitor as well, because chances are the vessel can run aground. Alright, so our RPM is almost at 0, and now we're gonna start getting some astern propulsion. Let's go hard to port. Should actually go midship first, but for the purpose of the sim. 28. Looking scary. It's getting more shallow. And we're getting close to land. Very, very close to land. 8.3. There's a navigation hazard here. There's a light right here. Let's start slacking the starboard anchor. See, the engines are like, there's no propulsions happening into the engines because it's still slowing down to start the opposite. 19 meters. Okay. This is dangerously close. This is dangerously close. In this case, let's just drop the anchor. Little break on that. Let's drop this anchor as well. Yep, we're dangerously low. So guess what's gonna happen? This ship is gonna run aground. Okay, there's tension holding onto it. We're starting to get some RPMs. 5, 10 meters. This ship is going to run aground. Look at that. Yep. 8.9, 5.4. Seven meters. 6.8. Come on, come on, come on. 7. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. 4.5 knots. 6.4. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. We're so close. We can do it. We can do it. Come on. But now you get the ideas as to how hard and how long it takes to stop a ship of this magnitude. 4.2, 4.3.9. Come on, come on, come on. It's getting more and more shallow. 3.4. Wow. We are actually kissing. Yeah, you're basically kissing the. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 2.4. 2.9 meters. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's do it, let's do it. We are so close. 1.8 knots. 1.7. 1.6. 2 meters. 1.5. 1.1. 0. Yes. So with just 1.6 meters to spare, I mean our anchor's right underneath us. No good, no bueno. Wow, we stopped the ship with 1.6 meters of depth to spare. In real life, I think that probably would have damaged the hull, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. So we're getting propulsion at stern, still at 1.6. Okay, we're going astern. That's good. And we didn't run aground. So that's good. I think if we ran aground, yeah, I think if we had run aground, then maybe we would have also get caught in the anchors. Because if you run aground, you actually hear the sound, like you hear like metal tearing up, basically. I didn't hear that. So I think the anchors are okay, but still dangerous because they're gonna stop engines. Because you don't want to go too fast when you're going astern and you have the anchors as well. Let's see here. The starboard one can be let go some more, or port one rather. Yep, just let it go some more. Okay, we're back in 7 meters. Oop, tension. Yeah, because we were a bit too fast. Go half ahead. So we can slow down the ship because we're going a bit too fast. Alright, so we're going to have to continue releasing that port anchor. Full ahead rather. .8. You're pretty much just dragging that port anchor actually at this point. I'm gonna stop it right there because he only, yeah, the sim only gives you about, I believe, 300 meters of chain, if I'm not incorrect. 2.0. Okay, we can stop the engines. It's still not a safe um area to be anchored because you're too close to the land space and you're definitely in shallow waters. Um, you would want to, like, the best thing we could do is like take up the anchor and move and go somewhere else to anchor safer. But I think we have achieved our goal, which was to crash stop the ship. So we did a rotor cycle, we did full engine in the opposite propulsion, and we definitely anchored. So a win is a win. Very scary. I mean, ship almost run aground, but at least you got to a visual representation or a visualization of what are whole drastic measures you have to take to stop a ship of this size. Because you can't just stop it like that, you know. But yeah, it's quite interesting. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share. Don't forget to click the like button and the notification bell for when the next episode releases. Don't forget to subscribe. I've never think I would ever come to to this, like the whole YouTube thing. But I guess when you have a purpose, you have a purpose, and I like to share that with others and be involved and so forth. So yeah, I really think I'm gonna make this my thing. But yeah, we have concluded. So this was a very interesting episode. Our first episode. You know, Thanks for watching as well. If feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at 876Seafarer if you have any questions, anything about car development, or just questions about me and what I do as a sailor and so forth. Yeah, I'm pretty much available. Yeah, just send me a text, follow me, see what's up. Yeah. Oh, before I go, I'd like to just a second. Yes, I like to shout out SMC Boating Academy. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Um, very good. I was just checking out my anchor here. Hold on. Oh, there we are. Oh, kind of holding. That's impressive. Yeah. So SMC Boating Academy, he's located in the United States, but he does private boat handling or docking training all across the world. Very good person. He really knows his stuff, and he takes a very calm approach. So anyone who's learning with him definitely can master their craft. You know, So yeah, you go on Instagram, give him a follow, SMC Boating Academy. Yeah, you know. Yeah, we're holding. That's good. But it's still not an ideal place to be. Alright, cool. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. and we'll be with you in the next episode. All right, thanks for watching.